iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Full-Time Fantasy Show. FullTimeFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Full-Time Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
Dr. Roto, get out the insurance cards, get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. Time now to start doing my baseball podcast previews where I'll go through each team and I'll discuss who I like and who I don't like, and hopefully this will help you at your fantasy baseball drafts. So let's get started. Let's go alphabetically. Let's keep it easy, all right? Let's start with the Arizona Diamondbacks, who I like their offseason. I really do. I like what they did. Bringing in Madison Bumgarner, like that. Trading for Starling Marte, I like that. Even getting in a Cole Calhoun, I thought was a good move. So let's take a look at what's going on there. We'll go around the infield first. Carson Kelly's a guy you want to own. He is. Now look, there's no great catchers out there. Maybe Real Muto's a great one. Is Carson Kelly great? No, but what if I told you he could have 20 home runs? And maybe hit 260, be pretty great, right? So I think he's certainly one of those guys, when I try to wait for my catchers in the mid-rounds, he's that guy that I'm looking for. I'm a big Christian Walker fan. He's their first baseman. I think he flashed a little bit last year, and I think there's more to his game. So I think he gets the 30 home runs. Now, here's the deal with him. They got Jake Lamb sitting there. They've got Kevin Cron sitting there. They've got guys, so if Walker doesn't get off to that hot start, he could lose at bats. That said, I still think he's the best player of the bunch, and he's certainly somebody that I would like to get in those later rounds of my draft. All right, Ketel Marte is going to move to second base full-time. Look, last year was an amazing season for him. You can't draft him in round 3 expecting to do what he did last year. Don't go chasing last year's numbers, okay? 329, 32 home runs. Is he going to do that again? No. Let's give him at least a 10% regression. So let's call it a 300 with at least, 26 home runs, something like that. I think you've got to look for regression. I'm not saying he's going to go to be crappy, but hitting 320 with 32 home runs and 10 steals, I don't think that happens again. So good lineup, I get that, but I'm going to modify his numbers ever so slightly. Nick Ahmed just signed a big old contract. He got a 4-year extension for $32.5 million. And look, he's not bad. And what I like about Nick Ahmed is this. Most people in your draft hate Nick Ahmed. But look at the numbers. The guy last year had 19 home runs, and he's hit more and more home runs throughout, right? 82 RBIs, stolen 8 bases. Now, he does strike out a ton, at 113 strikeouts, right? But he's getting better as a hitter. What I like about Nick Ahmed is I can always get this guy after the first 20 shortstops are gone, right? He's a guy I can get in the lightning round, and he's not bad. So, will he go earlier than that? I doubt it. He tends to just go in the 20s, which is just fine by me. Eduardo Escobar, this is another guy who I see a little regression here. I like the player. I like the fact that he can play, multiple positions. That's certainly valuable. He qualifies at second base and third base. So I love that. Is he going to hit 35 home runs and knock in 120 RBIs this year? Probably not. But what if he knocks in 25 home runs and 100 RBIs? You'd be pretty happy with that, right? So there you have it. So that's the infield. David Peralta hits righties well. But is he a great outfielder? I'm not sure. He's getting older. He's solid. He's not sexy. Don't go chasing him. He's a guy I'll play in DFS in a stack. He's not a guy in a seasonal league that I'm dying to have. But I'm dying to have Starling Marte. I am. At some point, this guy's going to have the year. He's going to have that 30 home run, 30 stolen base a year, and we're going to say, I knew it. I knew this guy could do it. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's in Arizona. Maybe he's going to get to hit in Colorado a bunch more. Maybe he's going to hit in Arizona where the ball goes flying at night. I like Marte. I think he's a solid third-round pick, and if you took him at the end of the second, I could get behind that as well. So Cole Calhoun is one of those guys who's not sexy. You didn't wake up this morning going, yeah, Cole Calhoun's on my team. Yeah. But you know what? Cole Calhoun can hit 25 home runs. Cole Calhoun can knock in 75 RBIs. He can score about, 80 runs. And he's a guy, much like Nicky Ahmed, that you can get very, very late in drafts. Very late. But you know what? Got to worry about the batting average. That's suspect. Guy could hit 230 for you. But the rest of the numbers are pretty good. All right, let's get to the pitching staff here. This pitching staff, I think, is pretty darn good. Mad Bum is their number one starter. And look, is he the Mad Bum that we remember from a few years ago? No, but he's still a darn good pitcher. And how many guys can throw 200 innings? You can count them on a hand. You literally can count them on a hand. Mad Bum can throw those innings. This is why we like him. Robbie Ray, I'm not a fan of. The strikeouts are there, but man, this guy just doesn't get the wins. His ERA always seems to hover in the fours. I know he had that really good year a couple of years ago. Didn't he have one? I think it was like under 3. I just don't trust him, and he can implode. So I'm not saying I wouldn't draft Robbie Ray, but he's certainly not. I'm not like, ooh, I got Robbie Ray. I don't feel that way about him. He's got, I got Robbie Ray. I really do like Zach Gallen. I do. I think they're talking a lot of crap. Oh, yeah, he's maybe competing for the 5th spot. No way. This guy's legitimate. By the end of the year, he's their second best starter. Lock that in. Merrill Kelly and Luke Weaver, don't hate him. I kind of like Luke Weaver. I've been on Luke Weaver for years. I think he's pretty darn good. I think he can emerge easily into this the 3rd spot there. So, Bumgarner, Gallen, Weaver, that's a good rotation. That is. It's a good rotation. The closer is Archie Bradley. Archie! I kind of like Archie Bradley. You know, once again, he's not. I'm going to be saying this a lot. I'm not overpaying for the top closers anymore. Give me the guy who's a primary closer on a good team, and I'm going to be happy. I think Archie Bradley can get me 30 saves. He's not going to kill me. I'm good with that, right? That's all I need. Now, I would look at a few other guys. Kevin Ginkel, pretty dominant. He's pretty dominant. I'm not a Hector Rondon kind of guy, even though I know he's been good in the past. But I think Rondon has been in those pressure situations. So there you have it. I would also take a look at Dalton Varsho. He's a minor leaguer who plays catcher, but he's got a lot of power. He's got a lot of speed. He's a kind of guy who can play in many different ways for the Diamondbacks over the course of a season. So there you have it. That's the Diamondback preview. We're going to keep these short and sweet, give you the nuggets that you need to know that can help you win your fantasy baseball leagues. I like the Diamondbacks. I think they have a potential to be a playoff team, and I'm going to treat them accordingly. I want good players on good teams, and I think we could do that with Arizona. Also, I encourage you to check out fulltimefantasy.com. Sean Childs writes amazing team outlooks. You know, this is a quick and dirty sketch here of what I'm liking, but Sean Childs it's like a treatise. It's in-depth. There's a lot of stuff there. So between my podcast and his outlooks, you should have the information that you need to win a fantasy baseball championship. All right, time now to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. This is Dr. Roto saying be well and take care.
Thanks for listening to Full Time Fantasy. There's never been a better time to join and go full time. Visit fulltimefantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO50 for 50% off your first 2 months. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time.